Hey guys, Ron Rody here, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that a lot of people had asked in the comments, and that is what are the maintenance costs for a used Volvo, especially the post 2016 models. They've come out with a new architecture. This is the built in China, and really getting a feel for what are the costs and what are the problems you have with this. So we're coming up on the end of the free maintenance period, which is 3 years or 36,000 miles. So check out this video to see what it's cost me so far. All 2016 and newer Volvos that are falling under the SPA architecture come with a standard 3-year, 36,000 mile free maintenance coverage. The regular intervals are 10,000 miles, but it's more or less just an oil change and a visual check. We'll cover the maintenance that I've had done, as well as what Volvo has charged me for, and a few things that they have covered under warranty. Now, this channel is primarily about my 2018 Volvo S90 T5 front-wheel drive, and I've got a lot of questions about this maintenance program. I'm going to walk you through the different service intervals that I've had, and let's take a look. So the first one that I've had is the 20,000 mile check. At this time, I did note that we had a little bit of the loose parking sensor, and all they did was kind of snap it back in, and you'll see that it didn't really solve my problem. But if you look at this invoice here, it is primarily an oil and filter change. They replace the cabin air filter, and they do a lot of visual inspections, top off the fluids, and adjust tire pressure. So it's really not much of a service, but at 20,000 miles, things are mostly pretty solid from the last trip. Now, moving on to the 30,000 mile, again, we have an oil and filter change. They inspect the undercarriage, top off fluids, check and adjust tire pressure, and they reset the maintenance clock. There's not really a lot of substantive work here. You know, we could be including the brake fluid. We could be replacing all the other consumables in the car. Now, also at this maintenance check, they wanted to upsell me on an alignment and a wheel, tire, and rotation. So I ended up opting just for the wheel and tire rotation, but because I wasn't noticing any uneven wear at around 31,000 miles, I did not pay for the extra alignment, and I really haven't seen any wear. I'm on the original OEM tires, and we're over 33,000 miles now, not any wear, so it looks like the alignment is pretty good. For this service, they charged me $69. I think that was pretty reasonable, just considering they were doing the alignment and they just rotated the tires. If they wanted to charge me for the alignment, that was going to be over $200. I think it was around $250 for an alignment. So that was another reason why I didn't. Again, they were able to look at this sensor again, and since they weren't able to fix it the first time, they did try to adjust again on the second service check. And this time they were able to kind of clip it in and re-snap it. But very quickly, I would say again, within 6,000 miles, this little sensor wiggles loose again. And it's really annoying because if you're parked or you're driving and you even hit a patch of rough road, that sensor will trigger and it takes over your screen. It gives an audio beep.
Colors. Looks like Violet's metallic slime.
And I'm really hoping that I can find a more permanent solution. I know some of you have commented that you have this problem as well. So the solution that I can find that lasts more than 5,000 or 6,000 miles, I'll be sure to post a video on how to do that yourself. Overall, this Volvo factory service program is pretty basic. One thing that is pretty nice is that they will include software updates for Sensus for the touchscreen. However, you do have to be participating in that regularly scheduled service interval. So for example, if you go in for the 40,000 and that cost is about $700, if you don't pay for the full service interval, they won't do that software update. You need to purchase the whole factory service interval, and then they'll do that software upgrade as an perk or included in that package. So for me, the next service interval is at 40,000 miles, and I'm probably going to pay out of pocket for it. Again, it's primarily an oil change, a visual check, but if there is any software update, I'm definitely going to want to take advantage of that and include it. Another thing that to note is that every time I've brought my car in, and again, this may depend on your local dealership, which I did not purchase from them, but I do get a loaner car. And so each time I've gotten a brand new model XC90, really fun to drive. I think that that engine is the T6. It's definitely the minimum for an XC90 SUV of that size and weight. But that's really been my experience. I haven't spent a lot out of pocket. I'm on the original tires, original brake pads. Haven't noticed any wear. I haven't had any out of warranty work performed. And really this car has cost me nothing. I mean, other than optional upgrades like window tint and other voluntary detail, I haven't spent any money on this car. There's nothing for other than regularly scheduled and included maintenance. So we'll see what the car costs when I get out of the coverage period, but I'm hoping that it stays pretty same. Thanks guys. Smash that like button and subscribe for more Volvo S90.